Disneyland.
When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are.
Each week as you enter this timeless land, one of these many worlds will open to you. Frontierland. Tall tales and true from the legendary past. Tomorrowland. Promise of things to come. Adventureland. The wonder world of nature's own realm. Fantasyland. The happiest kingdom of them all. Presenting this week, the Disneyland Story.
Tombstone Territory. An actual account from the pages of my newspaper, the Tombstone Epitaph. This is the way it happened, in the town too tough to die.
Eastman Kodak Company is happy to bring you America's favorite family, the Nelsons. Ozzie, Harriet, David, and Ricky. They enjoy good times together, and like most of us, they know that good times are snapshot times. Outdoors and indoors, too. Like the Nelsons, you, too, can save those heartwarming scenes that happen only indoors. Flash pictures are easy to take, priceless to keep. And this new flash holder makes them even easier. It's the new Kodak Rotary Flash Holder. It holds 6 bulbs at a time, so you can take 6 flash pictures in a row without stopping to put in new bulbs. For extra convenience, you can buy low-cost flash bulbs in this special 6-pack. The new Kodak Rotary Flash Holder comes in 2 models to fit nearly all cameras. This model costs $10.95. See it at your photo dealers. Another new reward in pictures by Kodak. And now Kodak invites you to enjoy The Adventures of Ozzie and Harriet.
Tell me something. Are you the jealous type?
I certainly am. She's my girlfriend, and that burns me up.
Direct from Hollywood, Plymouth, star of The Forward Look, and the Plymouth Dealers of America present The Betty White Show with Del Moore and Jimmy Boy. And here she is, Betty White.
I guess that's as good a way as any to tell you that tonight's show is all about the green-eyed monster. Have you ever found yourself being jealous in spite of yourself? Well, Lydia Franklin did. Didn't she, Johnny Jacobs?
Oh, she so most certainly did, Betty. Matter of fact, the night that Betty is referring to started out just like any other night.
A right to the jaw, a left to the midsection. There's great boxing tonight. Every Wednesday night on ABC TV, 12.5 million viewers see fast-paced, action-packed bouts, starring such great names in boxing as light heavyweight champion Archie Moore, middleweight champion Carmen Basilio, bantamweight title holder Alphonse Halimi, and NBA king Raul Mesias. It's a record gate for some of the most exciting fights of this or any year. Don't miss the Wednesday night fights coming to you from sports arenas across the country. Reporting from ringside, Jack Reese, quick as a flash to describe action you might miss. He adds to your enjoyment of the matches. Tonight, hard-hitting light heavyweights Yolanda Pompey of Trinidad, British West Indies, and Clarence Hynant of Washington, D.C. battle it out in a scheduled 10-rounder at Chicago Stadium. Be sure to watch this thrilling Wednesday night fight over most of these very same stations.
This is the CBS Television Network.
starring Barbara Billingsley, Hugh Beaumont, Tony Dow, and Jerry Mathers as the Beaver.
The Oldsmobile Division of General Motors Corporation, on behalf of your authorized Oldsmobile quality dealer, presents live from New York, the musical capital of the world, the music of all the world on tonight in person, Judy Canova, Buddy Rich, special guest Joe Stafford, and here's the girl who keeps the big record spinning, the star of our show, Miss Patti Page.
High-lee, high-low, high-left, left, up, high-lee, high-low, high-left. High-lee, high-low, high-left, up, up, high-lee, high-low, high-left. Oh, I was left, right, out of your arms. Oh, I was left, right, out of your charms. My heart said I was right from the start. Now I am left, right, out of your heart.
My name is Michael Anthony, and for many years I was executive secretary to John Beresford Tipton, the multi-billionaire, whose charity was as boundless as it was mysterious. For it was his hobby to give away, anonymously and tax-free, $1 million apiece to various people he never knew. This is Silverstone, the 60,000-acre estate he preferred above all his other properties, where he lived actively with his varied interests, pursuing his different hobbies.
You sent for me, sir?
Mike, do you ever have nightmares?
Only after too much curried shrimp, I'm glad to say.
I had one after I woke this morning.
Woke this morning, sir?
Scientists say there is one moment between waking and sleeping when you can experience a lifetime of emotion. This morning, there was 1 second that seemed like years of terror.
They also say that those who never have nightmares never have pleasant dreams either.
Well, Mike, I must confess I'm glad to be awake now, free of doubt, back to my proper place in time. Our next millionaire.
Well, hi, good evening. My name is Gary Moore, and I want to tell you that tonight each of our contestants is a young person of considerable talent, a young person who is also related closely to another famous person. So you see, if you tune out now, you're going to miss a very special edition of I've Got a Secret.
I've Got a Secret, starring Gary Moore.
Thank you, and getting things underway apace, I would like you to meet our very special panel. To begin with, there is Bill Special Cullen, and then Jane Special Meadows, and Henry Special Morgan, and Betsy Special Palmer. That is our panel. And by the way, friends, all of you who are friends and fans of Jane Meadows, and who is not, you will be delighted to know that in the current issue of Look magazine, there is a delightful story written by Jane about her family life, hers and Steve Allen's, and the babies, and I recommend it to you highly for reading. And by the way, if you're wondering why this magazine has no back cover, it really does, but I just covered it up because it has an advertisement for another cigarette, and I didn't want to show it to you.
The United States Steel Hour, live from New York.
Only steel can do so many jobs so well. This trademark, USS, stands for Quality Steel, United States Steel.
Good evening, everybody. Coast to Coast, this is Douglas Edwards. Among the stories which daily cross the news editor's desk, there is occasionally one which excites the imagination and demands further investigation. Such is the story of a World War II bomber apparently lost forever during a wartime mission, only to turn up 16 years later under circumstances which had caught the attention of both government officials and the general public. Tonight, the history of that airplane from her first mission to her final resting place. In just a few moments, Ghost Bomber, The Lady Be Good, on the Armstrong Circle Theater. Armstrong Circle Theater.
Billy Gray, and Lauren Chapin in Father Knows Best. Brought to you by Scott Paper, makers of Scott Tissue, the tissue with soft strength. Scott Paper, creators of today's finest paper products for you and your family.
Screenplay with a fine cast on the Kraft Television Theater.
This is Your Life, a program for all America. And now here he is, Mr. This Is Your Life himself, Ralph Edwards.
Thank you very much for being with us on This Is Your Life. Tonight, let's turn the lights on over there by the double door and watch carefully to see what happens. Our honored guest, whom we're about to surprise tonight, is known to all of you as one of the truly great and beloved stars of the theater, motion pictures, radio, and television. Pan the camera quickly, please. He's not coming through those doors because he's seated right there innocently watching our producer's monitor. Tonight, This Is Your Life, Boris Karloff. Sure, Boris. I do mean it. All right, pal, come here. Boris, I think we really put the... Oh, my. This, believe me, is the greatest shocker, I think, of all time. He has been giving shocks all his life tonight. Boris, it wasn't as easy as it might seem for us.
It won't be, I hope.
What could be more natural than to have your good friends, Jane and Mill Stone, invite you and your lovely wife, Evie, to dinner, and to include Barbara and Ralph Edwards in the invitation, and why not see Ralph's show first and then go on from there? We've done it many times before, I think about 3 or 4 times in the last couple of months, right, Boris?
And how many years have I been trusting you?
The most obvious ruse is often the best. Seriously, Boris, we've been looking forward to this night for a long, long time. I'm sure our audience is in for as many surprises as you are.
I hope not.
When they learn that the Frankenstein monster, the bogeyman of the screen, is actually one of the kindest, most warm-hearted men among us, into whose arms little children run almost instinctively, well,
This is the story we're going to tell tonight. So come along, Boris Karloff, to our stage and to our chair of honor. Evie, we'll see you later. Axe, will you take... he's bawling out, Evie. Take Axe.